to Pat White to Pat McAfee. They love their Mountaineers in Morgantown. And in a place known for yan dogs and pepperoni rolls, probably some liquid refreshments, the Mountaineer faithful ready to go here in Morgantown. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Colorado Buffaloes taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Mountaineers will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Colorado's offense will have the football first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. The give to the back. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Colorado. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Let's see what they do on third down. Motion from the wide receiver. Lewis to throw. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Buffaloes will snap to the up man. It's a fake. And no guts, no glory. They pick up the first down. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Buffaloes in a good spot here with second and short. He'll do it himself. Oh, the ball's on the ground. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. The Buffaloes are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Quick release on the RPO. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Makes it past the marker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Last year's return to prominence for Colorado was fueled by a couple of superstars, Travis Hunter winning the Heisman Trophy and giving this whole program a bolt.
They also lost Shedeur Sanders, a quarterback, so losing a lot of talent on the field, but there are a lot of eyes on this program now for obvious reasons, and because of the guy running the program, they're always recruiting extremely well. There's new talent coming in the building. Nobody can overlook Colorado anymore.
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Lewis wants to pass. Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference. Off offense.
Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. Now they'll run the draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Here comes the field goal unit. It is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
So West Virginia's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Using his legs at swipe. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Snagged in the middle, it's Vaughn. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. And the Mountaineers want to move quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Quarterback now breaking the field. At the 45 on his way. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete.
Grabs it inside the 15. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there.
First down, West Virginia.
He's got it on the run. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Trying play action. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Holding, receiving team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Let's go. Right. There we go.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. And the Buffaloes can really attack on this second and short.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get. Right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this rep.
And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. The Buffaloes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
The Mountaineers want to crank the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Pressure coming. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that back.
Going for it all. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. The Mountaineers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looks as if he's going to run it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Grabbed in the middle. It's Miller. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The RPO, fire complete to the left.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Buffaloes will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are...
Turning it on! They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Buffaloes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Lewis to throw. Buys a little extra time. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
West Virginia, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. And the Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. Here's the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. And he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Wants to pass. Setting up the screen. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 4th down, looking to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Miller. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The Buffaloes with the 1st and 10.
That's a first down for the offense.
Tight end now in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grabbed near the marker. It's Miller. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Using his legs to buy some time. He'll throw it. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Never a doubt. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown, sign me up for another half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountaineer Field.
And the Buffaloes will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think.
Oh, he's got some space. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Mountaineers will hustle to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. The give from the gun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Lewis to throw. Right on the money. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Welch. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Picks up the first down, still moving.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
On the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
You know, if you're going to complete these stagger throws, you've got to have great anticipation as a quarterback. You almost got to throw it before the receiver comes out of the break. You need better timing on that throw.
He breaks a tackle. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Lewis wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. And a big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on the punt. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one.
There he goes! And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Mountaineers are in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line. Trying to seal the edge on the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Catch in the middle is Barnes. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Colorado State is currently working from behind. But how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UNLV. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Lewis to throw. Buying some time. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best.
Breaks into the open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. He wants to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the running back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. With the catch, it's Miller. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. On the move, it's Welsh. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going...
Turning it on! Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. We've reached the end of the period. It's West Virginia on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He wants it all. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the ground with the back. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking it.
Sneaks it into the end zone.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Got the quick pass. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Mountaineers racing to the line in a hurry-up. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
West Virginia.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pulls it in. It's Singleton. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Mountaineers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it from the gun. On his feet at the 40. Oh, he's got some space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. Looking to throw. Big fella moving. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Snagged out of the air. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's third and goal from the 1.
And this defense is bowed up in the red zone, but I got to keep in mind the situation. It's still a tie game, man. I want the lead late in the ball game. Jesse, I'm going to kick the field goal here.
Yeah, it's enticing to want to try to get a touchdown here and put so much pressure on the opponent, but I think you're right. This late in the game, when it's all tied up, you just got to take the lead on the scoreboard.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. The give out of the gun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. The Buffaloes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Wide receiver going in motion. Now on the move. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And, RD, it's completely changed the game. Like, now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much. Even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
From the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Buffaloes have this offense rolling. Motion from the wideout. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, the ground game. There he goes. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. And the Buffaloes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll throw it from the red zone. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense got it. They're on the run.
Hold.
He'll pull it on the read. Shoots his way for more. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Caught over the middle. It's Hamilton. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. He was really beating himself up over that interception and that loss last week. I know he's thrown a pick in this one, but he's looked much more certain.
And what you ask quarterbacks to do nowadays and how much you put on their plate, one mistake is okay. Those usually aren't the ones that are going to kill you. So one mistake, back-to-back weeks, that's fine. You just can't make multiple. But the team's winning this week, which is the most important stat that he cares about.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Breaks into the open. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. And the Mountaineers headed quickly to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum. And what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
They'll run the option. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10.
Down, West Virginia.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Mountaineers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Singleton. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice?
Touchdown, Mountaineers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail me, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
West Virginia, 30. Colorado, 20.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Welch. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Got it in the middle, it's Miller. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Lewis wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. The Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Hauls it in. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late.
No gain on the play.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He's taking a deep shot. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Looking downfield on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Pass interference penalty will cost the defense 15 and a first down for this offense. One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take another shot here. And the pass is incomplete, looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt. They sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.